Alright, hey everyone. So I was working on the Circle of Doom bases in my previous videos, and this video I tried to make it a bit more of a solo base, and yeah, this is what we came up with here. So this is I just call it Doom, and we have an armored door up top there with metal walls if they ever want to go from the roof. And the only reason I made that doorways in case we need to put any minis, or in case you guys want to shoot from your roof, which I'm not a big fan of, but minis is a big part of the game, so that's the only reason I made a door for roof access up there. And then we'll get a quick tour around this. So the upkeep and the cost are all in the description, because I know I've been forgetting to mention it at times, so thanks to the guys that mentioned it in the comments in my previous videos. And yeah, we'll give a quick tour here. So just some doorways here, 2 on each side, similar on the other side here. So that's the doorway there, some metal shop fronts to look out of from your main area. We got some depot boxes here, so 1 big box, 1 small. Come up here. This is our shooting, this is like one of our only shooting floors here, which is more protecting the front entrance to make sure you're not getting camped. Or if you see someone in the distance and you want to get out of your base, you just go down here and you run out of your door. So that's basically what they're here for. Not to take heli, no. But yeah, so you got a little shooting floor, and then when you come in here, you get a bunch of garage doors here, like a bunch. And this is all part of the upkeep. And what you can do, so on the side here, all furnaces, so you have up to 18 furnaces if you want to put your furnaces where I put mine. You have up to 18 furnaces that you can place, and then you can basically put the big boxes like this for not the important loot, but just loot that you have extra of, like if you want to put a crossy up here, or a revolver, not like yours, maybe some SARs, but not like all your semi-autos. And yeah, so then you come down here, and then you're met by a 1 shotgun trap, 2, 3, and you can even place more if you wanted to. I just want you guys to get the idea of it. And then down here will be your workbench 3. So this can be a base where you already had a starter base, and you worked your way up to a workbench 3, so you're not placing other workbenches down, unless you want to break them and place them down after. But I would just advise having the workbench 3 when you are building this base, because there are some ways you gotta put them in order. So like you gotta put the workbench 3, you gotta place these garage doors down first before you place the workbench 3, and this floor cannot be here when placing the workbench 3, just so when you close the garage doors on each side, you won't be able to see the workbench 3, it's covered. But if this was in the way, you won't be able to place the workbench 3 the way it's placed now. So you have 3 big boxes on the top, 2 big boxes at the bottom, for your main loot here. Yeah, like weapons and ammo and all, and then no one's gonna be able to see. And then here, what I usually do when you're online is I'll usually place a barbecue only when you're online, just to get up. You wanna get up to your floor, and now we need to access the TC. So TC is right through here. So there's a barbecue right here. That's why I want to place a barbecue here as well, because if they open it and they see barbecue, you want to try to keep the barbecue on the other side empty, and maybe this one down here empty as well, because this one you don't want to keep, because if they're raiding it, you don't want them to jump back up, or and you want these shotgun traps to get them when they jump down. and it'll have a better chance of getting them if they're not jumping on our barbecue. So because it can just place a ladder and then jump on the barbecue and jump on the ladder if the shotgun traps go off. So moving on, if we go through here, this is a barbecue here, the sleeping bag. So this is a solo base, right? So you only need the one sleeping bag. If you want to fit more, if you want to make this into a dual or trio base, and you want more sleeping bags in here, you would have to like add another triangle. Like this is all honeycomb for me here. So like it's basically a heavy cost raid here, if anyone was to raid this. And then the upkeep, as I mentioned in the description, is that. So it's not too tough on solo players, I don't think. And I think it's a pretty well protected base with all the garage doors. And the roof access here, you come down. Basically, this is where your garage door is to the entrance here with shooting floor. This is where your roof access is. So it's not heavy, and one shotgun trap if they were to come down from here. So it's a pretty good, strong base, I would say. And yeah, I think it'll give raiders a hard time to go through. So, and now we can get right into the build. So we're gonna just start out with a main loot room area. I usually just make these stone. Like I mentioned before, you can always pick the stone triangle foundation out if you want to hide stashes down there for whatever reason. And then you want to add 2 triangles over here. This will be your TC room area. One sleeping bag coming up. And then we need the barbecue. So this one you gotta get close to the wall here. And hopefully you can place the wall down. If not, you just pick it back up. Should be pretty close. That should do it maybe. And then you want to metal it up, and then you should be able to open it. So now that's secured. We got our TC in there. We got our barbecue. And then we got our sleeping bag. So we can spawn here, grab whatever it is, and then dump it in here. And like I said, try to leave this one empty here. Just in case they see the open sign or whatever and they want to get through. So the reason I metaled this, I'm just going to keep them all metal, just that way they're not going to know where TC really is, right? Unless they've seen this video and they're rating you to what they see in this video here. So here we're going to place the 2 wall frames for the garage doors. I usually metal them because it's the main loot room area. Then we're going to make some garage doors here. Yeah, the barbecue trick is not too hard. So as you see, it took me 2 tries, but and it's nothing. You just place it down near the wall and hopefully you get that open sign there. So here we're going to put 1 garage door right here. We're going to place floor here. And this floor you're not going to place down just yet. So we're going to put... Actually, I think I put this one in the wrong side here. There we go. That. And then we're going to, before we put this, we're going to put the workbench 3. So this is where you'll have your workbench 3 already done. And then what you want to do is you want to try to bring it, if you see the left side, it's just touching the line there, somewhere there. And that should hopefully, okay, I brought it a bit too far to the right, but if you do, that doesn't matter. You want to try, I would have had to try to bring it a bit more to the left. But yeah, it just takes some practice here. So, and then after that, you can place this down, stone it up, break that, place another garage door here, and you can place another one here as well. And that will be for your loot rooms. So one here, and you can even place one. You can place one everywhere actually, if you really wanted to. Because the way we're jumping up is on a barbecue, so there's gonna be a barbecue right over here. That will help you jump up when you're online. When you're offline, you can you're able to remove it. So, or you can keep it. It's totally up to you. And now we're going to metal this here. We'll just go up. And then after we're done this part here, we're going to go outside and we're going to add the honeycomb. No, I do not want wood. Okay, and then we are going to add stone everywhere. Just adding the honeycomb in. And then all these here. Obviously, it'll take you a bit longer to do it. I'm not gonna rotate them just for the sake of the timing of the video. But you guys would be placing these in here. The honeycomb. Obviously, you want the inside to be facing the inside of the base. So, for example, you want this to be rotated, right? So you want the two hard sides when you enter. So that one was wrong, but it's fine. The upkeep does not change on the rotation, so just for the sake of this video, we're going to do this. And then you'll be up on your roof here if you were to do this without the fly, obviously, on the vanilla server. And you would just upgrade all of them to sheet metal from in here. Just like that. And then here we're gonna place down all the triangles for the honeycomb. And here you only want to stone the ones, not the tip that's touching the edge of the base here, but the base of the triangle here. So all those are gonna be stone, just because they're breaking through a stone wall down there. And then this part gets to metal here, so we'll do that after. We're doing the stone part first. Just like that. And then the rest of these will be metal. So this is the top floor where all the furnaces are and all. So now what we'll do is we'll go down. And right over here, you see where this V is? This is where we'll make our entrance. We'll make just another circle here. Make that all stone. You can make it wood if you want. I wouldn't advise that. And then we're gonna need shop fronts. Yeah, I think this is a pretty strong base for any solo player out there, in my opinion. So obviously feedback's always welcome. I've been getting a lot of it in the comments, which is great. And then we want a sheet metal door. Here, and then we'll add that. I like to open this way just for like the airlock, but for this purpose of the video we're gonna go through it. Here I would place down the garage doors first before you place down the boxes, the depot boxes underneath, because sometimes it just has not enough space. Some of you may know that. And then one small. And then one small. And here the garage door can cover them if I place them correctly. The garage door should block us from seeing it. Well, this one I didn't place correctly, but if you place it more in the middle, you'll be able to do it. The only thing about the garage doors, if you don't want to see the floor, or you want to cover more of what's inside, some of you may know this, some of you may not. So this the garage door, this red bar here, you want it facing the outside, not towards the boxes, but away from the boxes, like this one here. And same with the workbench, same with anything when you're placing down garage doors, so you want to keep that in mind. And then we're going to cover this up. And there's always certain order of how you place things down when it comes to rest. And then from here we're going to block it off. Where the triangles are, all the metal triangles, we're just gonna do this. This is where the garage door will go. It's gonna be stone. Then all this metal. That's more of your honeycomb reinforcements for upstairs. I don't think it's a bad upkeep for this space. It can even be, if you expand it slightly, it can be used for a trio as well. Here we'll add the windows for the shooting floor. Oops. And then we'll... Yeah, and also just one thing, if you guys know how to do it, because I tried to put where I put the barbecue for the TC room, I tried to place down the, what's it called? One sec. Yeah. I tried to place down the TC to go through the metal wall, but that did not work. Like, I could see it stick out, and one time it said open, but the thing is it just doesn't let you open it. So I had to do it the barbecue way. I don't know if it was patched or if you could never do it. If you guys know, feel free to leave that in the comments. But like sometimes the TC was sticking out, but it just didn't seem to work for me. This was all metal, because that's your main area here. Added a garage door there. All this would be garage doors here. Furnaces would go in here. Oh, sorry, and then this is the roof access right over here. I would make this metal and an armored door because it is a roof. It's roof access, so the majority of the time, one, it's only a single door, so people can just run in and drop in, but there will be a shotgun trap here. And two, if they're coming from the roof, just think of it, right? Like they're passing by all this to get to this point here, so you want to make sure that's a strong doorway. If you don't have an armored door, you can, I guess, do a sheet metal door for now until you get an armored door, or you should be fine because of the shotgun trap down there. So there's no way that they're gonna be able to break that shotgun trap. They can come up on the roof and break through here if they wanted to, and then make their way down, but they're still going through metal that way. So yeah, so from here we'll go down. This can all be stone because it's not the main loot room. This is all personal preference, to be honest. I just like to save on metal at times because of all the syringes that we have to make and all the ammo and everything else that need metal frags, which is a lot. And then all this, and this is where you can add, this is where you saw the 3 boxes in the tour, right over here. So this is where you can place them down if you want, or anywhere in the basement, wherever you need more box room, like right here, for example. And I usually try to keep the inside ones furnaces, just so when they break through the honeycomb, they'll get 3 furnaces, and hopefully they'll be empty. If not, then they'll just get whatever's in there, but hopefully not much. Okay, and then that will be all garage doors. I'm just placing you can place them down however you like. Top to the top, you can place them whichever side you want. If you have boxes, obviously you want to face them away from the boxes. Okay, and then that's for garage doors up here. And then we come over here, we can just finish this part off real quick. It's a metal window bar, vertical metal embrasure. Oops. Just like that. Yeah, the one thing I hate about having one sleeping bag, if this is a trio server, or a trio group that's owning the space, the one thing I hate about having one sleeping bag is if that one person's not on, because like, you know, they work, everyone works, and they're off for like 2 days, and you need gunpowder from in that room, or you want to upkeep your TC, and they're not on, then it's kind of tough with one sleeping bag. So like I said, I would have made that room bigger, maybe like do a triangle, then maybe a square or 2 triangles in there, just so I can add another sleeping bag or 2, if this was a duo or trio. So, and then here you can add one here, one here. Oh, that doesn't help, that TC. And then we can add that just to help us out. If you want to reach the code lock, you might want to put it a bit more this way, just so you can reach this back code lock as well. And you should still be able to reach this one right here. Just like that. And then we can place, what was it, I think 3 more down here, or 2 more. We should be able to place a lot. Yeah, I think there were 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Or you can just place 2 at the bottom. It's really up to you. It's whatever. Should be a lot of storage. 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, so you got 6. And then if we pick this up, this is still in here. Yeah, make sure you try not to pick this up by accident here. You don't want that to happen. So from here, just make it stick out a bit from the garage door here for this one, or a lot, I guess. And then what I want to see here, oh, I shouldn't have added this. Because this is going to be that. Like that. So when you fly up, you gotta make sure you move these shotgun traps back far enough so if they do crouch up here, they can't see them, right? So when you drop, then that's when they get shot. And then same thing for here, like so. I might have moved it a bit too far forward, but you can always check, right? Place it down and then check. Oh, where did I go? Yeah, no, it looks good. I still don't see it from here. It's right over here. So then you can add another one. You can do whatever you like on this part. And this is where I usually put my so I wouldn't put that shotgun trap there. You can remove that. I usually put the sleeping bag right over here. That's the main room, so if they destroy it, they're either going deep. Oh, yeah, they're either going deep or they're not. You can always come back and check with your outside bag. So the one thing is they can see that bottom big box, so I think that's why I didn't place one there. I just placed one horizontally at the bottom here. That's why we only had 2 in the tour. Okay, so that's the main loot room area. This is your hidden TC room, right? And then this is the main. This is a room where 3 furnaces go in here, and here, and here. You have up to 18 furnaces. If you don't want to place a furnace, you can always do research table. If you want to have your research table down at all times, you can do repair bench. You can have a fridge in there if you wanted to, because think about it, it is going to be honeycomb, right? So, so we can do research table. We can do repair bench, right? You can place all that down in here, right? And the research table might stick out a bit, but or a lot. But that's not going to really matter to us because it's just honeycomb. So, and then research repair bench. It is triangle foundations, right? So it's a bit tricky. Or you can just place them down on an angle like so, like that. So they are sticking out, but at the same time you can still put like another furnace here or whatever you want it to. But yeah, this whole room. So just remember, these garage doors here. This triangle foundation, that's honeycomb. So we want them to go through another garage door. So you want to place something in here. That's not that important, like empty furnaces or a research table or repair bench, right? So, and then inside here can be where you put your unimportant loot. So obviously you want to dress it up nicer than this, but so you want to put like large boxes here if you needed extra storage as a solo. If you're one of those guys that keep bows and keep everything when you have AKs, then you might need a lot of boxes, and I might not be able to help you with that if you're gonna keep all that. But you already have 5 to 6 big boxes at the bottom for your main loot, and then you got your gunpowder that can go in the barbecue, the hidden barbecue behind the metal wall. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Obviously the more metal, if you switch this up a bit, the upkeep and the cost would be slightly different. But the main area is metal and the TC area is armored. So we're around 27 high qual here. And we got wood somewhere apparently. I might have not upgraded something. But yeah, so we're at 26 high qual, but last time we had 27, so maybe we were missing a door or we added something different, but it's going to be roughly around the same cost here. Armored door up here, and then up here outside it's going to be stone. You don't have to put anything in the middle there because it's just going to be extra honeycomb here. So it's just stone, so they can go through the stone, and then if they go through there, they gotta go through the metal as well. That's all it is. And yeah, you place your minis at the top, and then you use it to fly up the ledge. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Go through here, a lot of metal, armor, etc. So if they go through here, they gotta go through a stone wall, then a metal wall, then TC, or then an armored wall, right? So what's that? 4 rockets, another 8 rockets, that's 12, and then another, what is it, 12 rockets for armored, I believe. So that's 24 rockets if they guess it correctly, I guess, for a solo base. If they go through doors, a lot of garage doors in here, right? So that's a lot of rockets. Yeah, so 24 rockets, that's only if they guess it correctly. And if they go through doors or they don't guess it correctly, they're just going to get frustrated. And that's it for the tour and build. Hope you enjoyed the video. And this was the Doom solo base build here. Thanks for tuning in.